Hey everybody, this is Phillip from Candid at the Movies, and today we are going to be reviewing the sequel to the latest Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat II. And this one is starring Urban, Adeline, Rudolph, Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, Ludi, Nishad Brooks, Tati, Gabrielle, Louis Tan, Damon Harriman, Chin Han, and Tadanobu Asano, and some more folks. There was a lot of people in this one. And in this sequel, we're back fighting for the Earth Realm again, but they go into this one showing how Shao Kahn took over Katana's home realm and basically killed her daddy and took the rest of them. He's basically emperor over their lands now since they lost 10 straight. But he takes Katana to be his daughter. So that's how they start the movie. But here we go again. Earth Realm is back again on their 9th go round. I don't know how all of a sudden. And they tried to come up with something a little new in this one outside of just the fighting tournament. In this go round, they recruit Johnny Cage. We hadn't seen Johnny Cage in the first one, so this is his first go round for being in here. And of course, in this one, he's just an actor. He used to be a former martial arts champion, but he's just an actor by now, and he thinks that everything that they telling him about the tournament is BS. So he's not fully buying into it, even though when he gets there, he sees it, and he's like, nah, I ain't messing with it. And they like, you ain't got a choice, you've been chosen. Like, well, I do have a choice. I ain't with it. I'm out. He thinks he's out. But then the tournament starts, and what happens? The gods get him anyway. And he gets into his first fight and gets his butt whooped. He gets schooled. But while all this is going on, Quan Chi is looking for a specific item to help Shao Kahn become immortal. And in the process, he ends up bringing back a couple of our dead fellows from the first one. That's basically the plot of the story right there. For you Mortal Kombat enthusiasts, you'll probably be happy to see some other characters in it that we didn't see from the first one. And of course, like I said, they bring a couple back from the dead, but there's also a couple that get killed. So yeah, some of the fight scenes I have to give them credit for. Some of the fight scenes were good, but if you know anything about Mortal Kombat, you know how them fights is gonna go. They go a little back and forth, then somebody gets the edge, and next thing you know, it was his first fight where Johnny Cage is actually at the end of it doing the little wobbly stance before they come on you there and tell you, finish him. So yeah, he stood there and wobbled, and before anything could happen, he dropped. So they do call back to the game for a few things. Some of the moves, some of the weaponry, it'll remind you of stuff that you've seen from the game. Now, according to my good buddy Travis, they blurring some of the storyline with some of the game stuff. So this isn't all relative to Mortal Kombat 2 storyline. They done reached into some of the other video games and drafted a little bit of stuff from the other games. So you're gonna get some extra stuff here and there. So I have to give most of them credit. Most of the fighting in it was up to par. You don't necessarily go into this looking for Academy Award winning acting, so don't expect it. But you do get pretty decent fight scenes out of it. The story, once it gets going, it pretty much rolls along. There's not really any lulls in it. The spirited bitch did not show up, so didn't fall asleep in it or anything like that. Didn't even get drowsy in it. I think the video game folks, they'll like it. If you're not a video game person, again, you're gonna be stepping into something that you're gonna sit there and try to figure out what the rules are. Now, it's hard to believe that there's a lot of people out there who don't have some knowledge of what goes on in Mortal Kombat, but if you're one of those few that are, you might want to skip this one because you're going to have some questions. And everybody knows you don't want to be sitting there in the movie answering a bunch of questions while you're trying to watch the movie. It distracts from the movie-going experience. So, don't want to do that. But for those who have some of that Mortal Kombat lore in it, I like this one better than the first one of this series. To me, it had a little more to it than that first one. And you know how video game movies adaptations go. The storyline is paper thin. And it's like, okay, y'all just wanted to play the video game on a movie screen because that's all you get. And to some degree, that's what you get in this one. But they try to give you a little bit of story to go with it. Oh, I will say, one of the things I'm gonna ding them for, how you got a shape-shifting character in the movie and don't let him shape-shift. Shame on y'all. Shame. Let him do what he's supposed to do. You let everybody else show off their powers except him. So with that, let's see what the old wallet got to say today. All right, shooting from the wallet. I think I'm gonna go I think, and this is the third one in a row, I think I'm gonna have to go B minus C plus territory with this. Like I said, it wasn't totally bad. Had action in it, and you know, they had some nice fight sequences in it. I don't feel like you'll feel like you got stuck up if you go see it. Like I said, assuming you have some knowledge of the Mortal Kombat series, you won't feel like you got stuck up. Is it the greatest action movie out there? Of course not. We're not gonna give it that, but I don't think you'll feel like you got jacked if you went to go see it. It is what it is. It's adapted from a video game, so you know, very rarely do you find video game adaptations in the movies that work. So if you're curious, go check it out. Like I said, I think it's better than the first one in this series, which ain't saying too much because that first one, it didn't get a whole lot of favorable reviews to begin with. So, but I think if you go see it, you might warm up to this one a little better than the first one. Is it gonna make you say, oh my God, this was just great, loved it? No, you don't get that. But you might come out of there saying, all right, y'all did a little better with this one. Y'all did a little better with this one. So with that, make sure you check out all things Candid. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe down at the bottom. Leave me some comments in there. Let me know what you thought of the film. Let me know who your favorite character is to use in the game. You might see him in the movie. You never know. I tend to lean towards Noob Saibot. That's the dude. Hey, badass shadow boy. So leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought of the film, who your favorite character was, and all that stuff. Make sure you try that Pop Stars popcorn if you haven't tried it yet. What you waiting on? You should be re-upping by now. Go get that popcorn, all them flavors they got. So with that, I'm Phillip. This has been Candid at the Movies. We'll catch you next time. Peace.